2 or 3 times by then and had seen a bunch of things. And one of the things that to me was very striking when I went to Afghanistan was the idea of families preparing for wintertime because they're so brutal and having to make occasionally compromises to try and survive the cold season. So, and then one day just out of the blue, this image just came out of, I'm not really sure how, but it came perfectly delivered, vividly and clearly. And it was this guy who was clearly like a villager, and he was walking across the desert, and he was pulling one of those radio flyer little red wagons that we all owned when we were kids. He was pulling that, and inside of that was a little girl, and about 3 years old, and a few paces behind him was a boy who was about 10, and he's following them. And for some reason, that image to me seemed very interesting, and it kind of stole my breath, and I became really intrigued by it, and I began kind of exploring who these people were, and I decided that he was the father, and this was a brother and his little sister who were extremely close. They had a very, very unusually powerful bond between siblings, and he was almost like a paternal figure to her. And they were going to Kabul where the kids were going to be separated, but they were guileless. They don't know what's going to happen to them. They're going to be separated, and somehow that separation of the siblings is going to affect both of them in very deep ways, and it's going to change their lives, and it's going to shape the adults that they become. That sort of was the way, there's a very small thing that began the book.
Okay. Wow, wonderful. And if you've read any of the book, the very beginning, there's